Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy Iz33 bringing you another episode of TFT Time. Today, we're going to be doing another post-match commentary, and we've got another Assassin's game for you. It's a bit different to last time, where last time I took Zed. This game, we sort of changed it up a little. Anyway, we're going to load into this game, and from what I remember, we did very well, and as a whole, very good. But anyway, today is actually Wednesday, the 11th of September, and 9.18 came out today. So, the new patch that adds Nico's help and the new item system is now in play, as well as alterations to a load of champions, nerfs and buffs to them, and honestly, fixing the amount of damage they do. And thank goodness the Evelyn patch has come through. Still no Shyvana patch, something that I really want, but we haven't got yet. Anyway, it's going to be a while we're loading into this game, and I'd like to say right now, before we even get anywhere in, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, and it means a lot to me if you do, as the more you do, the better quality videos I can produce for you guys. So, this game, what we're going to be looking to do is obviously win. We need to get wins, and I haven't actually gotten a first place in a while. I do believe I actually got, even though I got one off screen last night, finishing up my missions, which I thankfully did, and honestly now, just trying to try a new system. I've yet to play on the new patch, so it's going to be interesting to see what's good and what's not, because I do remember certain champions like Camille receiving buffs, so Blade Master strategies could be a bit more viable. Another big issue though that I'm having with this game currently is the fact that only 3 sets of buffs have actually received the 9 champion rework, and it's sorcerers, blade masters, and assassins. 3 spatula making tiers, or buffs, and naturally there's still another 4, yet to receive that alteration. And with that in mind, you're obviously thinking, okay, so what do I do now? Well, if I am Riot, I would have done all of them at once. Because you've still got Glacials, you've still got Knights, you still have Demons. I just realised it's only... and Blade Masters, who don't have the 9 champion buff. Instead, everything else is on 9 champions that you can obviously craft with a spatula, and that is annoying. But anyway, what we see here in our current game, we have our recurve bow Zed, who's literally just there to do the most damage possible. We also have a Graves to fill up champion slots, which is really the only use for him right now. So naturally we have 7 coins, we're going to reroll once. We could have obviously got a Cassadin to level 2 right now. And we're probably going to reroll twice and get a Pike and a Kha'Zix and immediately sell that that Grace, because we get our Pike and Kha'Zix onto the board and now have base level assassin buff. Now, with the new changes, it's going to be a lot harder to get the max buff, but it should be interesting to say the least, as this team comp does require a lot of good assassins. Now, one issue that I have now with the assassins becoming max tier is at 9, they're kind of forcing you to have to take both Akali and Zed. And in this actual gameplay, it's kind of a good reason why you only take one. Because ninja buff is so good, you lose out on the 50 extra attack damage from what I remember Ninja giving. Ninja does give, it's 40% attack damage, which is really a lot of damage, and naturally you kind of need that in order to win. So this round we're losing. We lost our first matchup, but we're honestly going to change that around very sharply, as we do get another Kha'Zix in our shop. And we can look to get some more assassins as we do get our level 2 Pike there, whom is my big boy Pikey Pike. So, naturally, we now need to think, considering this is going to be a big change to the actual how people play this mode, we're going to be seeing less of these just purebred tier teams and more of these mixtures of team members. Like, we're going to probably see a lot more Blade Gun Masters, Noble Knights, and Guardians all combined together as a means to like get as much profit out of all these champions changes they've made. Because like it's going to be, I think we are going to see a bit more not Blade Masters. We're going to see a bit more Glacials, Demons, and whatever else hasn't been received a sort of nerf, I guess. But we are going to see less purebred assassins and demons and stuff. Which I get why they do it. Because they want people not to just be doing the same monotonous thing over and over to get what they want. And yeah, it's a good change in some aspects, but for me, I don't like it. Okay, so this round, we're doing pretty good. We beat it quite easily, and you're probably wondering why I picked up the actual Shen on our board there. Well, obviously we can go ninjas if we want to. We can pick up a Zed, we can pick up the Kali and the Kennen and Shen all together to obviously get that major buff. So in this shop, we've got a Zed, an Evelynn, and a Katarina all in one. I'm probably wanting here the Evelynn more than anything, because that's needlessly large rodded Evelynn. And that means a hell of a powerful ult. Now, we are released last, and this guy is either going to take the Evelynn. No chance for us to get it, so we go for the Zed. Simple option there. Plus, I do believe we can combine the Zed into a static shiv. But we do get a Kennen here in our shop. It does fit our team comp. We also now get a static shiv, and there's also a Shen in our shop, so we can obviously buy that. So, with that in mind, we're going to naturally go for the rest of the ninjas, as well as getting our assassins a bit more bubbly. A little bit of bubbly. If you understand where that means from, I'm glad I have a fellow wrestling fan. Anyway, we jump on this guy's sorcerer wild backline and pretty much kill it. Brawler's in there as well. Don't know what he's got with that team comp. Now, we're closing in on the Krugs wave. We've got one more opponent to beat or lose to. I don't know, I think I win. And naturally, we're gonna hope that we get something big. Anyway, we're gonna re-roll our shop and then probably buy XP here, because then we can get another character on the board. The only assassin that is a one cost is Kazig, so he is not that necessary to get up to level 3. But yeah, I'm like messing around with our shop sometimes, and this is me messing with it, just covering up the Camille. So I'm trying to see what happens if I do this, and it's a bit weird. Like I forget if how this works, but I do believe we lose this round. Yeah, we lose to a Z. I mean not a Z, a Lucian. And yeah, you see that Cassidin? What's gonna happen is a magic trick. He turns into a Mordekaiser. Yeah. But we do get a Nevlin here. We should replace that Kha'Zix on our team. I'm realizing that now immediately. And then I realized that I leveled up, so naturally I don't need to. But we're going to position everyone to this right hand side of the screen. We do put our pike in range of the first Krug. I don't know why, but we obviously can jump immediately and kill the Krug on the far right. And that is the goal. So Pike misses everyone with his stun. Don't know how he manages to do that. And we're gonna just kill all these Krugs. Not at once, but we have just killed them. And that's a big amount of damage there from our Evelyn to actually win this round. Okay, so we get a chain vest here. That can obviously be good. I can make it into a GA or a Thornmail. And we're just checking out the guy who said, I die to you, computer. I think he's very new to the game, considering he spoke in all chat. And honestly, left because he was losing. He's only on 76 health. But he had a Void Demon team. All base level, like level 1. I didn't think he had a level 2. But he got a bit wound up by it. So this guy has knights. There's not much more I can say about knights other than they're pretty weak, all things considered. Like, yeah, you have knights who can absorb damage, and assassins are built for damage, even with just a static shiv on one of them. See, I'm kind of screwed if I come up against a guy with Hextex, because Zed's the only one with items. So we reroll our shop after picking up that Evelyn and do find ourselves a Rengar in it. Obviously we're going to try and pick that up for us, and yeah, hopefully we win this next set around. I do realise that I forgot to shift my entire team over into the position for each round, and yeah, we're going to put the Zed back on the board as a replacement for the other Evelyn, because Zed does more damage than Evelyn base level. So right now, we're going to beat up this guy who has that redemption, but sadly his Lucian's not smart enough to dash into the redemption to heal up. But we win. And that guy was, I think, sat in third. I don't remember. Because I'm not paying attention to the scoreboard on the side. I don't really pay attention to that much. I tend to not really bother knowing, hey, this guy's got such and such at the moment. Especially when I'm tired, because this was recorded, well, very late in the morning. Probably around 3 AM. And me at 3 AM cannot be asked to talk. Hence why I'm doing the audio post. So in our shop we actually get another Kha'Zix and a pike. Obviously that is very good for us, and I think sooner rather than later I'm going to decide I don't want to run these ninjas anymore because they're filling up my bench and I'm not using them. So this Garen spins to win and almost kills our team there, which luckily we had AZ and a pike alive in order to actually win. So we go into the third carousel of the game, and there is a pike in it as well as a cannon. Obviously we want either of them, as highlighted by my mouse. Yeah, I get a bit bored, because most of the time I never get what I want. But we are still sat in first, and with that in mind we can obviously get something decent. And this guy lets us get our pike. He wanted the Leona, probably going Guardian Noble. I don't remember what he's going to Young Buck. But there's another pike in our shop. We also get another Kha'Zix, meaning we get a second level 2 Kha'Zix on our team. And now we just start to look to building up our team, because we now have 5 out of the 6 assassins. That's including Rengar on our bench. We also we need the Katarina or the Akali to obviously finish off the assassin buff, and that would mean a lot more than running 4 ninjas. So this Warwick tries to Xe our pike here, healing up as he does. Sadly it's not enough for him, and we actually finish him off. And Seb Saisling's in third from last. We do get another Evelyn here. Very good for us. Obviously we're going to buy it. We do get offered 2 cannons. For some reason I'm taking them, and naturally we're going to try and run it into our team comp. Okay, so from that we're naturally going to look to get this cannon and Rengar that's in our shop. From there, build up our team comp and have a bit more fun with it. Because we're kind of being run around here, we're struggling to actually get a full team comp, as our pike gets knocked back, ulted, which looked pretty cool from the Jace there. We're actually going to win this round. So we're going to buy that cannon and the Rengar, and then we're going to look to get both of the wins, because we do get around 7 coins this wave, for this wave anyway. Yeah, we got 7 coins. We go into the wolf camp, so we're going to buy the cannon and then the Rengar, reroll our shop, get a pike offered to us, and with that in mind we're going up against the best wolf round ever. Literally, the wolves are going to sit there for 3 seconds, and guess what? In this latest patch, the time for the assassins to jump has been increased. So instead of it being a straight 3 seconds, it's now going to be around 4. 1, 2, and it was the 3rd second the assassins were released there. But we do beat this wave quite easily. Get another set of Rico bows and a spatula. Now me being me, I'm obviously looking to use that spatula to either create another assassin or a actual decent thing in the form of another character on the board. But we do manage to get ourselves another pike, other than the one we got before it, and we're now 2 pikes away from a level 3. as a whole, we can use that to get ourselves a bit more power and hopefully win the next set of rounds. So, continuing on from this, we jump into this next round where we are actually annihilating this guy's brawlers and demons from what I remember seeing on that screen. He didn't stand much of a chance, and this is the guy that apparently went AFK. Now, what I'm doing now is hovering over the spatula, hoping to get a BF sword maybe to obviously finish up with the actual assassin lineup, because obviously I do need 6 of them, and that guy has either come back because he's actually filled up his board, or he's just AFK. It's a bit annoying that it doesn't say that he's come back, but anyway, we re-roll our shop there and actually get a Katarina, which does mean we have all 5 assassins, and now we also have another pike, and that does mean level 3 pike, which is a very big boost for our team. Even though he has been nerfed in the most recent patch, it doesn't matter when you're on the old one. So, we're going to obviously get him on the board, and obviously try to win the next set of rounds. And with that Dragon Claw on him, the amount of ultimates he's going to be firing off now has been increased, because he's not going to be killed by magic damage as heavily as what other characters in our team will be. And now we're going to have the level 3, so more health, more damage, and easier to get his ultimate, I do believe. So we buy our Katarina and our pike there. We get offered another Katarina in our shop. So we buy him, her, I don't like to assume genders, and we stick her on the board. And now we've got a full assassin lineup as we get our Rengar into the field. And now we've just got to either stick to our guns, because we now have to worry about the amount of damage that we're going to be doing as well as taking. We have really no frontliner in this team comp. I guess our big bulky boy is the pike, who can obviously live through a fight, as we do pop this guy's redemption. It's going to be interesting because we should be able to win here, with the pike soaking up as much damage as he can. And our burst damage being so high, it's not too hard to win. Plus, if the pike were to have died there, Evelyn had ultimate. So it's a win-win situation right there. Now, we go into the next carousel phase with an 8-win streak right now. And naturally, I see a Kha'Zix and a Rengar. There are main targets here for us to grab up and snap into our team. These people are taking the spatulas and the 5-cost champions almost immediately. Kha'Zix is going to be taken away from us, leaving us with really just the Rengar as our option. If we don't get that, which we're not going to, the best option here for us either the Sedge or the Gnar. It's a 4-cost champion, so a free XP refill, and also a piano that's massive. But we do get a giant spell, which obviously can be built into Warmogs, and we do get offered 2 more Kha'Zix, which puts us closer to level 3 Kha'Zix. We do also get a cannon here. We're going to buy it. We also get offered a Katarina. We can buy the Katarina, obviously to make the level 2 Katarina and put her on the board immediately. But we do get offered the Akali. Now, me being me, I either decide here, now's the time to go for the full ninja buff or the full assassin team with the most powerful assassin lineup possible. Now, we just hovered over there, the ninja buff, and what I can tell is it's not really that good. Like, it's an extra 20 damage on all ninjas, but is that going to be useful considering as our pike double takes there on his attack, he actually doesn't attack that Jinx where he should have. But I still buy the Akali. Akali is very good, and we get offered a Zed. Now, we can't take it, and I hope you realize what's going to happen now is me flip-flopping between my team members. Do I choose the Zed or the Akali? Akali has a better ultimate, does more damage the higher level she goes, and as a whole can be seen as a little bit better than Zed. So what I decide to do here is immediately sell all my ninjas, and I reroll a Zed. One, that's once. There's another one. There's another one. We've just been offered 3 Zeds in a row. And a Shen. And another Shen. Yeah, I'm starting to regret re-rolling all my ninjas. It's not like the game does that when you sell everything that you're building. Jokes. But I take immediately off the Z, realizing to check damage actually, to see if the Akali does more damage base level than a level 2 Z. And she doesn't. It's still in favor of the Z, and naturally I'm going to keep him on the board until I get multiple Akalis. Once I get maybe a third or a second Akali, I'm going to obviously put her on the board because she'll be more powerful than Z. So what's happening here is we're immediately killing off Raptor's camp. Pikes obviously stun them all, and it makes it so much easier to win. And the only item we get here is a tier. So with that in mind, we can obviously make another static shiv, and that's immediately going on our most powerful team member in the Pike. So another Z has been offered to us. Yeah, you're starting to get the picture here about this game. The game's making us kiss its ass as it offers us not one, but about 5 Zeds so far since we got rid of all of our Zeds, which probably would have gave us a level 3 Z by now. And is offering us every other ninja under the moon. Because there's another cannon. Yeah, this game isn't playing fair, if you can tell. But we do get a Rengar in this shop, and we obviously want Rengar. He's a very nice character to have, especially when you can get him to level 3. Level 3 Rengar is like major damage, as we do beat this guy, the Exo Jojo. Mojo Jojo! That's what I think of when I see his name. But Pike does the most damage there, over 3k damage. Zed does the second most. And you can tell we're actually starting to buy XP here, because we obviously want to get more Akalis offered to us, as currently we're only level 6, and the rate at getting offered tier 4 characters is only 10%, and at level 7 it's 15. The extra 5% offered to us on Akalis is what we're after here, and I really want that. So we come up against Yon Bok here. This guy I do believe is a guy that was challenging us earlier for first place. He's going Guardian Noble, and that is a very annoying team comp. However, we have actually managed to get onto his backline with our Pike, and with that in mind, we can obviously start killing him. However, we don't kill the Jinx. That is our major issue. Not killing the Jinx. Jinx can fire out so much more damage than we do as we get offered another Akali. At this point, I'm thinking, is it time to stick her on? And I'm looking at my coin tosses here to see, next wave I can obviously buy another assassin. If you don't get what I mean I'll be level 7. So I can obviously stick another assassin on the board. That is something we want to do. But you can see here, in the damage stat, Pike is obviously carrying us. And Zed's close. He's 3rd or 2nd every round. And naturally we're ahead by a bit of health as we come up against this guy 2 rounds in a row. This time we've actually got onto his backline. We hit the Jinx for a while, and then we immediately pulled off him. So 2 rounds in a row we're going to take an L to the same guy. Oh well. So, this round there's either the Akali or a Varus. And I like GA. GA is a very good item. The sad thing for me is I'm 3rd from... Well, I'm going to be the only one released right now. by myself. And the option here for me is only really the Akali or the Katarina. So I take the Akali because that means level 2 Akali. Level 2 Akali immediately can replace our Zed. He's getting sold. Static Shiv can now be placed on her. She's now our most damaging team member. And I can obviously give her some items. I want to give her Swordbreaker because I don't want her to receive tags while she's in people's backlines. And we're going to level up our team here. Stick another Kha'Zix on the board. Obviously we now have that sweet L shape on our bench or our board. And that does signify that we can obviously do a bit more of a wrap around the entire enemy team. We do come up against Yornbok here, the guy that's in second. He has that annoying of Jinx, but luckily our Katarina spins the wins on him. And Akali did the most damage that round. Yeah, you start to realize why I picked up the Akali instead. So, now we're going to pick up the Rengar, get a second level 2 Rengar, and we could technically put Titanic Hydra on someone. So, we do. Me being me, I'd like Titanic Hydra. It probably would have been smart to have chucked it on Pyke, as he had more health. But Akali obviously is more of a burst damage character. She has the Qs that do a lot of damage, and honestly is a very good champion. Anyway, we're at stage 5-5. We come up against the guy in third, who's starting to build up a win streak. He has his Void Brawler team comp here, and our assassins are not amused. So, what's happening here is these brawlers are so tanky that we're struggling to beat them. And the Volibear and the Blitzcrank gank up on our team and naturally beat us. But we do come up against a dragon with Gunblade, and with that in mind, we can obviously stick on another assassin because we level up our nice little Kha'Zix to level 3. And so we're now in need of just leveling up the Evelynn and the Katarina to obviously finish this team. So we check out what everyone gets. That guy got Frozen Mallet. Red buff's probably the best thing for anyone to get here, and we also got probably Gunblade, which is not a good thing for us to take. Gunblade would be extremely good on the Akali, however she does have max items. But we do actually assassinate this dragon quite easily, and naturally we're going to stick this Gunblade on one of our team members. It's probably going to be the Kha'Zix, if not the Pyke, but I'm going to stick it on him because of level 3. But we do stick it on Pyke. And we do get offered another Katarina, giving us a second level 2 Katarina, which this late part of the game is okay. We could do with the level 3 earlier, but we don't get it. So, stage 6-1, we come up against this guy's Demon Void clusterfuck of a team. I don't really know what to call it. It's not much. And we immediately beat it. As we check our damage stat here, Pyke and Kha'Zix did the most. Akali did this third from most, which is pretty good. And that guy's eliminated, so we're guaranteed top 3. The Yornbok guy lost to Scout, and we get offered, we're going to take the Katarina, we get offered another one, and we definitely could have had level 3 Zed at this point. But we still took the Akali. As Scout levels up his Rek'Sai to level 3, we now have no really strong high level champion. I mean, the Akali is level 2, that's about it. And the rest of the team is just meh. The only real thing that could probably improve this team at this stage is probably a very high level not, is to probably put the Evelyn in the back line, the one that's in the top left corner of our team comp, put her in the back line, as our shop actually is unlocked for some reason. I don't even realize it, I don't think. But we do get off another Rengar at least, as compensation. Now, what we should try is either stick the Evelyn in the back line, and hope we get someone like a Zeke's Herald, so that we can obviously attack speed buff our team. Now, naturally, we're not going to get that because it's me. And we come up against Yeonbuk here, who's managed to finish up his Guardian Nobles by getting the last snowball on his team comp. Plus, he now has a nice little Kale annoying the everlasting life out of me, as we're actually assassinating his entire backline. However, the Leon stun gets dropped, and that redemption kind of has saved him. If the redemption didn't exist, he probably would have lost that round. But we come into the last carousel for us, and probably of the game. And really, the only good item here for us to take is the spatula. Now, we could have took a BF sword and made that Karthus an assassin and stuck him on the board, or the MF assassin. But we decide not to, instead go for the spatula, because obviously we do have that spatula on our bench, so we can obviously get another character on the board. So, I like getting another assassin on the board. That's my play here. And we get off another Z. And I notice it. So we immediately sell the guy that I gave the Force of Nature to. And surprisingly, all my characters are on board. I still put it on the cat arena, just in case they take the character off when it comes to the next wave, but I'm playing it safe. So, naturally, that Vi just immediately kills our entire team with that one dash through. And we're struggling. As our Pike just gets tossed around, we lose and finish in third. So